I have a surprise for you guys. I cut my hair. You may be asking why. My daughter brought home head lice from school, so all of us got head lice. So I thought it best to cut it. But I can do the dreads again. I've done this. I've had it short like this quite a few times. I've had dreads quite a few times, and I've had to cut them also for various reasons. So I can do it again. But I really enjoy this, actually. It's better to have it during summer, but oh well. Yeah. I like this look. So anyway, I wanted to talk about my friend's experience. A couple days ago, one of my very good friends took mushrooms, and he had this experience where his cat was kind of facilitating this journey, I guess, to I guess I'd say to oneness. His cat was facilitating this journey to oneness by kind of showing him how to just sit and be, you know, without the pressure of feeling like you should be doing or thinking or being something, you know, but just being something, you know, just instead of just being. And so he said that you know, as this kind of journey went on and stuff like that, he realized that he couldn't move for some of it, and he couldn't see for some of it, and I guess he couldn't talk for some of it. And so as he realized that, like, oh my God, I can't talk, and then just let that go, and then, oh, I can't move, and just let it go, and then came the rest of the stuff, like, you know, just things that like ideals and philosophies and logic. That's a really big one, because he's a very logical like thinker, and whenever I would talk to him before about, well, not all the time, but a lot of times when I talk to him about spiritual stuff and stuff that maybe not be able, you know, I might not be able to explain by science yet. You know, he would have some kind of witty, logical retort to it. But I guess in this experience, he just let that logical part of him just fall away, and he came to this point where he just felt like he let everything go, and he was just accepting of just what was happening right now, and or not even what was happening right now. I think it's just accepting, just a general accepting, and just being being. I'm trying to find a word, but just being. I guess he got to a point where he was just okay. He got to the point where he could accept just being, and I think that is so huge for anybody, but I think is especially huge for him, because if you knew him, you'd know that he is very much like a what is it? How do I describe it? Can't really sit still sometimes. His mind just, you know, goes and goes and goes and goes and goes, and I think that it's become kind of a problem for him. I think he's said that it's been a problem for him, that his mind just won't shut up and stuff. And like, he gets some great ideas and stuff like that, but still, you know, definitely need to quiet the mind. And I think this was like a super intense experience of quieting the mind, and even more so than quieting the mind, but like really letting those things go, you know, truly letting them go. And you know, where you could just, I think he experienced like, you know, oneness. And I think that to really experience oneness, like I feel like sometimes those things that we hold with us, whether they're good or bad, or like, you know, I think ideals and philosophies can be really good. They can really benefit somebody's life. But I think sometimes we, you know, gather so much, we gather so much, you know, kind of on us and stuff like that. So we can't really, like, they're almost like walls and stuff. It's almost like we're gathering bricks for, oh goodness, man, Pink Floyd totally knew what they were talking about. So I guess we're like gathering bricks. Every you know, one of these kind of things is sometimes like a brick, you know, making a wall to oneness. And when we let those things go, we can truly experience oneness, and there's just absolute bliss in oneness. And I'm so excited and happy for him that he got to experience something like that. This one experience that I had, actually, I wasn't on mushrooms. I was in the forest, and before this meditation, I always kind of had a problem with the term co-creation, because I don't know why. Like, I wasn't even really a hardcore Christian or anything like that, but just the thought of like us calling ourselves God and stuff like that was like a very taboo kind of thing. And so I was still kind of unsure about this co-creation thing. So I had this meditation, and it was just like, you know, it was just like started off as a breathing meditation and stuff like that. And I knew that there was a family of deer in the forest, and I was trying to get the deer to come over to me, because I knew that they were kind of in the vicinity kind of thing. And I love deer. I think they're just amazing. And so I was trying to picture. I was picturing the forest, and then I just got, I guess, this feeling of like it doesn't matter it doesn't matter where the deer are in the forest. I'm still connecting with them. No matter where I am, I'm connecting with them, because it felt like I was the whole forest and the deer, and like that's how I can connect with them, and that's how I was connecting to the forest as well. And I had my eyes closed at this point, and it felt like the forest was not solid anymore, and it didn't scare me or anything, but I felt like if I opened my eyes, like the forest wouldn't be as solid as it was before. I felt like I could. I felt like I had the ability to change it if I wanted to. And also I saw some kind of like sphere, like grid kind of thing, and it was like, I don't know, it was like the forest was like popping out of this like grid kind of thing, and yeah, I guess almost like a hologram or something like that. And that's when I really kind of understood co-creation. So, you know, it was like I was having that kind of issue and stuff like that, that I think was stopping me from growing spiritually at that point. And then I had that meditation, and I was like, oh, okay, that's what they're talking about with co-creation. And, you know, I came to understand that, you know, it's totally possible, and well, not even possible, not even just possible, just, you know, we're doing it every day and stuff. And so, and sometimes I do little like experiments in my life and stuff, like to see what I can manifest or create in my life, you know, by focused intent. And sometimes when I'm doing meditation and stuff like that, I'll, you know, focus my intent on something specific and watch to see, you know, how if that will come about in my life. And yeah, I've had really good success with it so far. It's easiest to manifest things for some reason, which things I don't really need too much of, but it is pretty interesting though. There's actually this reuse shed. It's like a free store. It's at the dump, and there's just like a shed that everyone takes their stuff that's not really, you know, it's not really garbage, but you know, they don't want it anymore, like old toys and stuff like that. And so that's a kind of my place to manifest things. I picture them there, and actually I've gotten most of the kids' Christmas presents. I've actually gotten from the reuse shed, which I think is really cool. Sometimes I'll just you know, focus on that for a few minutes, just picture it in my mind for you know, a couple minutes here and there during the week, and a couple times it's actually you know, gotten to the reuse shed, and I got there at the right time to pick it up. And so yeah, it's pretty fun and stuff. And then people, if I want to see somebody and I don't know their phone number, I don't know how to get a hold of them, I'll focus on them. That's a little bit harder to manifest people. So anyway, I just wanted to say, like, I know that for our human experience, I think that it is really important that we do have our own identity, because I mean, I think that human experiences would be extraordinarily boring if they were all the same, you know. And I think that, you know, like with the torsion fields and the way information is gathered into the vacuum, you know, by like, you know, gathering information, and then it goes back into the vacuum. I think that's kind of just how it goes with information, I guess, and our human experience is inputting all that information into the vacuum. So I think it is very important that we have our own values and beliefs and like uniqueness about us and stuff like that. But I do think it is very essential for us to really remember where we came from. And that doesn't mean like where we're born or how we grew up or anything like that. That means like where we actually came from, like the source. And I think that letting go of those things that we've accumulated is very important to you know, connecting with the oneness. And I think that when we connect with oneness as well, we connect with everybody on Earth and everything on Earth. I really like connecting with animals, and that's why I think it was really cool that my friend, you know, had his cat. His cat was facilitating that that extraordinary moment for him. So yeah, that's what I think about that. And yeah, if you guys want to share your moments of bliss, you know, while being in oneness, then definitely let me know. Or anything else that you guys want to share, you know, share away. I'd love to hear. So thank you very much.